Why, hello there, fellow strike team. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, episode 44, Great Assassinator, and the Impid Slaughter. Alright, Scorpio, Inu, hop in the shuttle. Scorpio, is there a way for me to remove that pilot? Yeah, let's remove the pilot assistant. It really... Actually, hold on. Pilot... Yeah, you literally can't have piloting ability, so I'm going to remove that from you. And I just realized they were on the wrong schedules. Okay, Dryden. We are visiting. Lethal trade. And we... Ooh, there's a 18-year-old for sale. Great memory, hard worker, undergrounder who does mining, cooking, and plants. Wow, actually, I'm kind of impressed that you have a plants of 2. Considering you have a -4 on your plants. I don't really have the money for you. Because you're more money than I brought. But it's like... tempting. As far as other things to buy, the Never Sleep is pretty nice. She could be a dedicated cleaner. I mean, she is an Impid, so she could be a dedicated hauler. She'd be really fast without even any xenotypes. The problem is, well, alright, we have great shooting as a genetic implant for a xenogerm, so we could make her into a shooter pretty easily. I think what I want to do is I want to make it a return trip and, like, buy her. I think that's the plan. I don't have the money for it now, but I will soon. But she'll be there for 30 more days, so it's not like super urgent that we go back immediately, but I don't want to forget. Because they won't restock for 30 days, for half a year. Unwaveringly loyal, slave will not join. If we buy her, she'll just join as a colonist. I'm 99% sure. That's how it works when you have, when you just, like, buy someone. They're just, like, a part of your colony and not as a slave. I think. What did it say on her? Worst case scenario, we buy her and then we're like, oh crap, I guess she's a blood bag now. Speaking of which, I really ought to give Inu as one of our, like, shooters. Oh, right, you'll never haul. Damn it. Maybe not Inu, because you'll never haul. I should give away the architect leg. You're already under anesthesia, so let's do you up. Arc eye, arc leg. Hey, break. Get busy. Thanks. I am feeling better already. Not, like, fully, but enough. So the reason I'm doing that on Scorpio is the eye is going to help Scorpio butcher and cook, and also the leg will help with brawling, because the faster a brawler moves, the harder it is for them to get hit by things. What did we just do to you, though? Oh yeah, no, it worked. Okay, cool. Is there anyone with wounds? No, no one has any health problems right now. We've been pretty good about that. Alright, so it looks like you guys want me to go for the legendary sniper rifle. Got it. I think the person for the job for the legendary sniper rifle is honestly Scorpio. So the plan is to let Scorpio's anesthesia wear off, and then go for the sniper rifle. A new bedroom. Yeah, that is a very good call. So I had previously thought about making these areas bedrooms. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because if we're potentially going to buy someone and add them... Ooh, hello. Add them to our roster, we're going to need somewhere for them to sleep. And the thought was to do this. Actually, I'm going to have it be a little weirder. How big? No. Inu has a 25 room. This would be a 22 room. Maybe like that. Keep things roughly fair. It's not quite a 25 room. The thinking is, if we do have some sort of breach, limiting this to actually be more ideal if we did like that. So we have like 3 brawlers with shooters against whomever is attacking. I'm just trying to think of like a way for us to leverage our numbers against enemies. So I might even go with like something real wacky looking for bedrooms in order to have a better bottleneck for defensive reasons, rather than like make an effort to attain symmetry. I think our defense is more important. So both of these bedrooms are 24 size. They're just different shapes. And I think I already well explained why I'm doing this. It's so that we can have a no line of sight for shooters, bottleneck for brawlers. It's ugly, but it works. So, because it works, that works for me. Floors made of limestone. Alright. The other thing I could do is... Well, at some point I'm probably going to want to replace these doors with, like, stronger ones, just in case. But I'll do that in a little bit. Cheers, by the way. And I think what I'm going to do is double up this back wall, because this back wall is going to likely get shot a lot if we're defending. So having it be, like, extra thick is, in our benefit. How much medicine do we have? Oh, we've got 131. We're fine. we got drugs for days. If you love asymmetry, Parduk, you'll love this this colony, because being constrained by the vault walls that are indestructible means that we have a very asymmetrical colony here. Oh, looks like we did get our Molotovs. There they are. Hey, Shawnee Bear. Sorry to make like a 15-year-old do this. Well, actually... Hey, everyone, stay inside. Shawnee Bear, hey, you know how I told you just to get that? Ignore me. Go get your gun. So, the Miasma Slickers landed in 3 separate groups. And one of the groups landed, like, basically directly on the Scythers, and they're gonna get wrecked. This group does have 2 sniper rifles. This group has 2 sniper rifles. So they have some range, which means, like, plinking from a distance is probably not wise. And instead, like, running interference against them once the Scythers engage them is probably our best bet. So basically, waiting for the groups to go aggro against the Scythers and then, like, shooting them as a third party. Definitely the way to go. Man, that's brutal. He, like, got up. He was like, ah, I survived. No, you didn't. Should have played dead. All right, the moment the Scythers and the Miasma Slickers engage one another is when I want to get involved. Now, the trick is for us to... Wow, that's... You've got Liberty Spikes through a cowboy hat. You're very confusing. So there is a sniper over here. Scorpio and Red Mist are going to go after Smogox. While we just absolutely shoot the hell out of the Inferno guy. No, you don't. Do you have... Oh, I thought it was green. Thought it was legendary. Hey, look, it's ISIS. God, I feel bad for anyone named ISIS after, you know, Islamic State was a thing. What a terrible name to have. Actually, it's like, let's be honest, it's a lovely name, and it got ruined. ISIS was a great name for like 5,000 years, and then one group of jerkwads ruined it for everyone. So the southern group is done, and now we're just dealing with the northern group. So what I'm trying to do is just to... Yeah, let's go invisible. I'm trying to whittle down the northern group. You don't have to kill Ryan anymore. Just disengage. Are they trying to break into my base? I mean, I'll turn on my turrets, but like, that's super weird. Alright, you're female. I was about to say, fat black man named Chef. I know where you came from. Okay, your shield belt. Okay, they're fleeing. Cool. Done. And it looks like the Scythers had, like, cleaned up all of the survivors in the south. And all we did was we suffered a bruise from an auto pistol and a bruise from an assault rifle stock. Basically, I came away essentially unharmed. I'll take it. Don't forget about the 2 missions. I haven't. Don't worry. We've been waiting for Scorpio to not be woozy from anesthesia, because I think Scorpio is going to be the person to do those, or at least do the one of them the best. Why, hello, Cyborged, the Cyborged. They've rebranded Wasteland Puppy. For those viewers in my chat that don't know, Wasteland Puppy TV is now the Cyborged. Friend of the channel. Long time friend of the channel. Oh, man. Wait, how? What? Guys, what? Scythers, lazy. They all like... Oh, that's a lot of wake up. And thank you for the resub, too. Raid and resub. So the plan is to send Inu and Scorpio over to the Great Assassinator. Have Inu stay in the shuttle, and Scorpio use his like shield belt and long jump legs as a single phase to just get the Great Assassinator sniper rifle, and then just like get out of dodge. I think that's probably the best way to do it. What is Wake Up? Wake Up is a drug that makes you awake. It, like, think of it as, like, cocaine? I guess? Meth? Yeah, maybe more like meth. Like, like hardcore amphetamines. Like, yeah. If you're wondering about its actual... It's a synthetic stimulant, and, it makes you work 50% faster. Basically, you almost ignore your sleep needs, your consciousness goes up, your movement goes up, but it's addictive. It's speed. Every time I think of speed, I think of the TV writer Speedweed. Yes, there's a dude named Speedweed, and he writes for television. What a name! Speedweed. He wrote for, like, Haven, Arrow, Law and Order. I'm looking it up now. Stuff like that. Speedweed. What a name. Oh, speaking of how much Naturamine do we have? So, 14 hours is when Scorpio and EU will go after the Great Assassinator. That's a lot of lava? Yeah. You want to buy some? I'll sell it to you. You have to pick it up yourself, though. Shipping and handling not included. It'll cost you $1 billion or something like that. Oh, great. I'm getting more lava. I just had to open my damn mouth. Yay, everyone! More lava! More lava, please! Alright, we've got 1.5 days for these things here. So here's the thing. It's a bandit camp guarded by imps. Imps won't have mortars, so at least I'll probably be able to get the anti-green warhead. Probably, hopefully, maybe. Oh, I also just realized I, like, made the rest of my room dark. So yeah, let's lighten it up. Alright, break. Now that we're, done with, like, all of the bow stuff, you can go back to making armor. And there's the bed. It sucks. But there's the bed for the next, colonist, if and when we buy one. Okay, 6 hours until we depart for the Great Assassinator. And see, those scythers, you know, they paid for themselves. What I don't like about the defoliator is once it reaches out to a certain range, it, like, won't even show you its radius. Like, you just have to imagine it. So right now it's 53. So it's about here. Actually, you know what? There's an easier way to do this now. Oh, but you can't center it. You know, okay, right. There's a mod that allows you to center it over a point like that. I remember seeing that mod. Because, like, if I want to figure out what 53 is, I'd have to do kind of an annoying amount of math. Like, it would be, I don't know, whatever. You get the point. How about you relocate the hospital close to the entrance? I could, but, you know, it's easier to do nothing. Another sale. 1 bionic ear. What they're saying. Oh, could you lend me an ear? I'll pay you in silver drugs. Do we accept this trade quest? I mean, technically, they're paying more than the year's worth. It's worth about 785, and they're willing to give us like 1142. The problem is, weapons have terrible resale value, and we're not interested in these two weapons. And then like Luciferium and Plastile's okay, but is it worth the effort at that point? I don't know. All right, Scorpio and Inu, get in this shuttle. Great. We got aggressive from the I guess I'm not even gonna bank the baldness. So we are headed right now to Stash of Goodies, which is west-northwest. And you guys think, forget the trade quest. Yeah, they look pretty lame to me. If I had a bionic ear already on hand, like, that'd be one thing, because, you know, then it's sort of easy to fulfill, but yeah. I'm in agreement. So we don't know what the threat is here, but the reason why I'm sending Scorpio is Scorpio's a single phage who can leap around and has a shield belt. And between those two things, likely he'll be able to evade whatever threat there is. Plus, now he has an Architect leg and an Architect eye. So, like, yeah, he's a menace to be reckoned with. So where's the ambush? Come on, I'm ready. Okay, leave this door open. Pick up the Assassinator. Yeah. All right. I mean, it did say there may be an unknown threat. There may not be, too. I'm down for freebies. We did it, guys! Certainly, I would say it's better safe than sorry. And then what I'm going to try to do is kill Impids for their nuke. God, it feels a bit... Okay, never mind. Killing people for their nukes feels a bit on the nose, is what I was going to say. So there's a Marauder Lair here with 11 Impids, and we have 1.1 days to hit it. Got it. Is the Great Assassinator any good? Yeah, it is. It does a little bit less damage, which is compensated for the fact that it is masterwork. So it's probably still better than a normal weapon. Where is it? Here, I'll just search for it by typing ass. Because, you know, there's two asses in it. So it's plus 25 minus 15. So it is a 106 damage multiplier. Which is a little unfortunate. But the other is an aim assistance. And its range cooldown is reduced. So it's pretty good. It's an accurate long-range sniper rifle, which is, you know, really, really important because sniper rifles at max range, when you're trying to use them at max range for, like, plinking enemies, it's very hard to hit small targets at max range. So an accurate max range rifle is kind of amazing, even if it does a little bit less POW. So in the morning, when everyone's up, we'll all go Impid crushing. I don't think I'm going to bother with this camp, though. Like, I don't care for the rewards for the effort there. Risk versus reward is wrong for that camp. And also, I know I haven't, like, walled off my explosives here. It's because we recently had a wedding, so I'm not too worried about, like, the mood being a problem. No one's gonna have a mental... Like, I would be so surprised if anyone had a mental break right now. Because, everyone in the colony is, like, super, super, super happy. Alright, Rad Locker. Go eat. And Shawnee Bear. Actually, Shawnee Bear, you hold down the fort, because you're a night owl anyway. So everyone, into the shuttle. Now, the issue here is we will be fighting Impids with, like, flame breath. So we need to make sure that they don't get too close to us, because we have some tinder skins. Also, why aren't you... Oh, I guess it's only 9 in the morning. Come on. Let's go. Alright, they're right at the edge of our attack range. Perfect. And unlike the last time we raided an enemy camp for their arms and armor, this time they don't have a mortar to launch the antigrain shell at us, which is what happened last time, which was really annoying. Alright, Red Mist and Scorp. Oh, actually, Scorp, you shouldn't brawl because you are a vampire and I don't want you getting burnt. Red Mist, don't care. I mean, she's still flammable, but she's not, like, flammable like a single phage would be. And there we go. And this time, also, it was a payment arrived. So the reward is an antigrain warhead that gets delivered to our home, not an antigrain warhead that, like, gets launched at our face, which is a huge difference. All right, stop killing them. They've lost. You can leave them be. In fact, oh no, they're impids. Never mind. I was gonna say we could, like, patch them up and release them for rep, but no, that's not what you can do with the impids. Oh, joy. Well, I guess you technically did have paralytic agony. So, paralyzing arrows. This shoots arrows embedded with a paralytic biotoxin, which briefly stuns the target. It's not as powerful as it sounds. It's more like the anomaly spiker or whatever, the bolter that briefly stuns you. But it is a raid reward. I don't know why they were sleeping on marble beds, but, you know, whatever. Set to load. Yoink, yoink. You know what? Let's get some free marble. Why not? I don't know how much weight we have. Well, almost none at all. Never mind. Yeah, let's forget the stone. Let's grab some of the PEM and bounce. Because right now we have a antigrain warhead just, like, chilling out here. Not a good spot for it. Left stuff behind, whatever. Don't care. So both of those little side quests are complete. And I immediately want to make sure that this gets hauled inside. Percival, thank you for the resub. With my luck, it, like, gets hit by lightning or something stupid. Alright, at this point, we have completed all the sort of backlogged priorities, let's say. So the next thing I want to do is to go to the Infested Super Soldier Lab. After we get armor for Rad Locker. Because I think I'm going to have Shawnee Bear hold down the fort again, just like she did last time. But on top of that, it might be worth obtaining the Impid. So the question I have for you guys is, should I go buy that Impid for sale? Before we, like, try to do the infested lab. Because I think at this point, I have enough money to afford it, between the sculptures I have for sale, maybe some of the clothing I have for sale, and the silver that I've netted from these trades. Because I can also sell, like, pemmican that were loaded up in here. That's why I haven't unloaded the pem. It looks like you guys say yes. So we need to do a little bit of hunting in order to get more chem fuel, because we're basically out of chem fuel. I chose to put 90 chem fuel, which is enough to fill all 3 power generators, into the lab, as well as the Archite capsules, so they're just protected. On top of that, Breakfire did request that he goes through a cycle. So I think what I want to do is fulfill Breakfire's Gene Q request once his recon armor is done for Radlocker, and put him through a cycle. And then maybe after the cycle, we'll go to the lab. Cash a fortune for an int trainer. I really don't need that. We are not dumb. We have no need. Like, I don't even have research left over. We finished with the entire research tree. Except for the waste pack atomizers, which, funny enough, we're like researching through books. So we're almost an 1/8 of the way through learning about waste pack atomization through books. Not that I think Apocryton is going to randomly attack us, but who knows? Maybe if I get lucky. Why are you sleeping there? Oh yeah, that is your bedroom. Oh right, that is your bedroom. But that's a pretty impressive bedroom. I think you're fine with it. It's better than this one, for sure. All right, you guys think overwhelmingly, yes, I should buy the Impid. Got it. Okay, the injection can be done after the exploration of the lab. Got it. I will refund your original. With the pathing array uninstalled. Okay. Because, yeah, we might pick up something really nice from the lab. So, for reference, if I get the trait selection or aberration redirector, that I super want that stuff. Because that allows you to pick your good trait between 2 choices, or pick your negative trait between 2 choices, which is so much more powerful than just, like, completely at random. Because completely at random, you can really get screwed. So, that's the plan. So once Inu's up, I'm going to have Inu and Scorpio load up some goods. Oh, he's up. So let's go ahead and load up. I'm actually going to load up some hemogen. I know that's a little weird, but we have so much of it. I think it's fine to part with some of it. I'll load up the sandy blonde hair. I should eject the aggressive as well to sell that, but I'm lazy, so. I'm going to sell the bow. Sell the duster. Where's the art? Oh, I overlooked the art entirely. Okay, so that's what we're loading up. All right, you know what? I'm going to find that aggressive. Where the hell did we put it? Oh, there it is. And we're going to go buy that Impid. And I hope they, like, join normally. I guess there's a chance that they don't, and I misinterpret, like, how it works, but we'll see. Alright, guys. Actually, load up the thing, please. I also cannot believe that I have to get up to, like, 100% guaranteed find again. Like, that's not the first time that has happened. Does the search bar work for genes that are in the gene banks? Yes, it does. I could have done it that way, too. Oh, because it looked like we just, like, rebanked it. I wonder if they'll, like, actually pull it out. Nope, does not look like they will. Because the sandy blonde hair got put in here as well, and they won't... What they're doing is they're... loading it into the gene banks before loading in the shuttle. So I have to, like, force queue it up. Because, yeah, see, Radlocker just did it again. Stop it, Radlocker. Jesus. Alright, there we go. Everybody in. It's really annoying that my, like, best trader needs a pilot. But, whatever. It's an entourage. And we're heading back to Dryden to buy a new colony member. Oh, they have 2 Arca capsules here for sale, which we will not be able to afford. Although we did more than break even. Yeah, I could mark them for not being put in the gene bank. It's just annoying that, like, when you have it queued up to be hauled, they just, like, haul to the wrong spot. Okay. And as I expected, they just... The new person just joined outright. They don't join as a slave or anything like that. So, that's exactly what I thought would happen, and I'm glad it did. So, raffle timer's up. And we found the plasteel. Nice. Alright, let's search for... uranium next? And I think before I go to the lab, I want to get the plasteel, because it's going to be pretty quick. So doing the work priorities for Zeox. They do want to be able to grow and plant cut, but I really don't know if I can, like, have them do that. They're really just going to be, like, a minor, but potentially. I don't know. It really depends on the genes that they end up inheriting once they're awarded to someone. But this is your bedroom. You're old enough for drugs, so congrats. There you go. Oh, red mist. Let's not give you that. Alright, looks good. It looks good. Unhappy nudity. Yeah, well, we're close. I like how the armor that I made for Radlocker just immediately gets swiped by the new girl. She's like, dibs. I mean, you are super freaking fast, so I mean, makes sense. And she immediately hits the beer. Yep. So, freed from slavery. You're welcome. Mining. So mining would be Scorpio, Radlocker. Radlocker can fly, so that actually works to my advantage here. Set to load, Scorpio, Radlocker, 2 meals. Oh, apparently I didn't sell my Imogen. Nah, I guess no one wants to buy it. And I didn't sell some of my pemmican? I don't know how that happened. So 2 meals, 2 beds. Accept. And Crafty, thank you for the resub. Oh, I forgot. Sometimes there can be a threat when you land. So, like, landing directly on the node is, like, a bad idea. Oh, well. I mean, they should be fine. I have been ambushed by... Alright. Count me as, not so scared. A nearly naked drifter with a 0 melee and a knife. Okay, Scorpio, just start mining. Watch this be like the end of me. No, I think we're fine. Oh no! Don't stab me, bruh! The bullets were just a joke. It's just a prank. You're dead. Alright, they're asleep. So Rodlocker's gonna be the first one to use sleep. No, don't go for a walk. Ah, come on. Just start mining. Oh, dear lord. Okay, well that's a thing to come. Oh, held up. No. Run. You were not set on Flora's lava. And you definitely pissed off the Scythers. Luckily, Impids move real fast. So, get inside, please. Is anyone outside right now? No? Forbid. Everyone stay inside for just a minute until they, like, reset and go away. I know I forgot something. I remember the assignments, I remember the work, I remember the, you know, but no, not everything. Not the zoning. You know, the other thing I remembered is let's give this guy some go juice so it doesn't die. And, Turtle, thank you for hyping the hype train. And Lucas, thank you for the resub too. New one goes to Fangface. So Fangface, if you want me to process a Xenogerman plantation, feel free. If you would like to request single phage implantation, you can request that from either Scorpio or Breakfire, although keep in mind they are on a 1.2 year and 47-day cooldown. So it would be a long time to become a vampire, because if they do that now, they die. And if you want to skip the Xenogerms and the single phage and go straight into the lab, that's up to you too. It is all up to you. Just use the channel point redemption of Gene Q to let me know what you want. Don't get hit by... No, come on. Alright, you two. Travel. Speaking of travel moves, I really ought to prep more packaged survival meals if we're going to another lab. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community in Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.